What's good, everybody? It's your boy Sharon the Skull Kid coming to you with another YouTube video topic today. So, I wanted to make this video today to basically inspire anybody who feels like they're in a down position or like they're kind of struggling in a way, you know what I mean? This video is about the power to bounce back, alright? So, what does bounce back mean? What does it mean to bounce back? To bounce back is basically a recovery, right? So, if you are in hooping terms, for my hooping brothers out there, for my hooping niggas, if you're shooting the ball, right? Whenever it bounces off the rim, if it's a brick, what do? You catch it off the rebound, right? That recoil, that rebound, that ball, that is recovery. That action of recovery is you trying to get the ball back. It's you taking the action to get the ball back and potentially score for your team, okay? So, when it comes to bouncing back or the ability to rebound and recover, the key is to be adaptable. Do not let doubt consume your baseline state of being or your baseline state of vibration. Again, I'm gonna say this a lot in my videos. We as men are told, fuck your feelings and that your feelings don't matter. Again, your feelings matter much, much more than most things that you can think of, because when you don't know how to regulate your feelings, or when you're feeling down or in a low state of vibration, you can't produce properly, you can't produce your best results. So the best way to get out of that state is to, one, be present, two, focus on what it is that you have that makes you joyful. And if you say that you don't have any of those things, then I know you're a damn lie. There's people that have a lot less than us. So just sit back and reflect on what you have and the things that give you that feeling of joy and gratitude. Again, the way we feel is far more important than you think. The way we feel creates our attitude. Our attitude, in turn, creates the way we experience our reality. All right. Quick story time. I was with someone, I'm not gonna name names or get too deep into it. I was with someone in a decision that they made, an action that they had decided to take, caused me to subsequently be arrested, okay? And guess what? Was this person arrested with me? Absolutely not. So what occurred was I was taken in to, I guess it's jail is like whatever it is before they put you. Anyway, I was booked in, right? They took my mugshot, they put me in all this stuff, and it's not like it was my first time going in, but I remember the first time I went, I was like, yo, I'm never gonna come back here again. Whatever, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to avoid getting back in this place. And I found myself back there again. It was very deja vu, and this was like 7 years later, okay? So give me a lot of time to reflect and really put my actions in my life and what I want into perspective. So the reason I'm telling you all this is because a situation like this, it costs me money, a lot of money, time, and people that you think are with you, they don't really give a fuck about what you actually have to go through. Hey, get off the mic. She's been jumping on the microphone, as you see. Anyway, let me fix that real quick. She's a ruffian, man. So, the reason I'm telling you all this is because, one, you have to really focus in on what it is you want and separate yourself from activities and things that do not correlate to that mission or task. Two, it is on you, regardless of whether or not this person did something or whether you were with that person, the responsibility still falls on you, all right? It is still your fault, okay? Take full accountability for whatever it is that happened and the reason why it happened, okay? Number three, you have to know that when things happen like this, it's a time for you to reestablish your mission and reestablish your line of focus, all right? Because perhaps you were, even if it was something as small as shit, just something that you weren't expecting, something that you weren't planning, it's still causes you to lose out on whether it be money, time, people. It will put your mission back into perspective, and it will cause you to reflect on who you are keeping around, in your closer circle, your direct vicinity, okay? Because that is very important when it comes to your operations and how you operate as a human being, the way that you move around in this world, all right? Who you keep around you and what you intake, what you consume as far as media, food, and even emotions and conversations. What are you intaking in on a daily that can influence you in a negative manner? What are you intaking on a daily that can influence you on a positive manner? Always think and ask yourself these questions, because again, it's going to put the bigger picture into perspective for you. So when it comes to being able to bounce back or recover from situations like this, the key is to be adaptable and to do not ever be, how do I say this? Don't place blame. Don't start placing blame and thinking that it's someone else's or this or that situation's fault, okay? Accept full responsibility and full accountability, and then it's time to develop solutions, all right? Come up with a good solution, write it out, develop a plan, and move accordingly. Because once this happened to me, this actually changed the way I looked at a lot of things. This changed the way that I moved, operated in the company that I kept around consistently. It even changed the way I perceived my activities, my day-to-day, the way that I started to operate. The day that I got out, it was only like, I was only in there for, let me think, it was just a night. It was not a night, but it was like almost 24 hours, right? So whenever I was picked up, I immediately went and started recording music. You would think I'd go to sleep or something, or I had been up all night. I didn't get any sleep. My head was in a space that I can't really even, like, it's hard to describe, you know what I mean? Like, I felt like, almost like I wasn't really in my body, like I was just looking at my actions and things like that. Like I was viewing myself from a more aerial-like perspective on a wider range of things, you see? So I got home and I immediately jumped in the booth and recorded a song. I'll link that song to y'all in the comments, which record that was. Like I said, this caused me to adapt because, like I said, it cost me money, time, and it caused me to redirect my attention back to myself, back to everything that I'm doing, you see? So I was able to gain a new skill as far as sales, crafting better artwork, and even just communicating, because I started to explore more of my options. I started to speak to more individuals just because, like I said, I gained a new skill, sales, selling my services as far as lessons, skill training, products, you name it. So things like this can be pivotal turning points in your life to where you can reassess and redirect your focus, all right? Don't ever think that when you're set back that it's a time for you to be put down or a time for you to stay doubting yourself or victimizing yourself. Because when things happen like this, the natural state, I believe, for most people is to claim this victim state of mentality. It's like, oh, everything is happening to me, you understand? Instead of, all right, let's figure out what I can do to adjust and bounce back so I can get back to the mission and task at hand. What is the best and most efficient route for me to take so I can get back to my task and or my mission? That's usually less of the common thought process in the average person, all right? So never start to claim the victimhood mentality. Always accept full responsibility. Adapt and adjust accordingly, all right? So that's pretty much it on today's video, everybody. I just wanted to get on here real quick and talk to y'all about the power to bounce back and the power of making a recovery, okay? Stay faithful, stick to your plan, and remember to learn how to pivot, all right? Be adaptable, be flexible in how you operate with things, all right? Stick to the plan. Appreciate y'all for watching. Jump down in the comments, speak to each other and myself. Tell us about a time that you had to recover or bounce back from a situation that you seen was pretty bleak. You thought was like, damn, how am I gonna get out of this? How am I gonna dig myself out of here, you know? Let's start a discussion. I appreciate y'all for watching today's video. I'll be back to you next week with another upload. Next upload is probably gonna be a training clip, all right? So let's look out for that. Follow me on all socials. Please like, comment, and subscribe at Show Skull Kid. I'll say it again, at Show Skull Kid. I'll catch y'all next week. Peace.